Good morning, afternoon, and evening, wherever you are, and welcome to another NerdTube review. Today, we are talking about Star Trek Progeny, and we are going to be talking about the episode 16 Preludes. Uh, Basically, this is how everyone got to where they were in episode one. And yeah, I don't give a flying fart about this episode. So I'm going to turn it over now to my two co-hosts who are joining me today, the Trekkies in Arms, the holiday hostesses with the mostesses, Santa Claus. How you doing, Santa?
Hi. Merry Christmas, my friends. It's good to be back and talking about the lovely static. I love the static. It's very good. And I can't wait to talk about this episode. Yes, I know it's not everybody's favorite show in the entire universe,
Well,
but
that's
it's
good to
okay.
see.
It's okay. It's okay. I know the kids like it and all of that. And this was an interesting episode. And Zam got something very long last week because this person is not Gwen from the future. It's somebody else.
By the way, that's I called it. I said that
Yes, you
last week. It
did.
wasn't Gwen,
Yeah, you
and
did.
Yes, you
and
did.
Zam was
Yes,
like,
you did.
I'm glad
Yeah.
Zam's not here today, so I'm gonna talk some shit here because Zam's like, no, it was Gwen. I'm like, I don't think that was Gwen. You know
It
what?
looks so much
Hey,
like Gwen,
Zam,
I
while
have to
you're
admit.
watching this in the basement underneath the stairs, you dumbass, told you.
Uh-oh.
It, look, it looks so much like Gwen because, the only reason, and, I spoke to them about this as I was kicking the shit out of him. And I was telling him, look, this person looked like Gwen. If you saw it last week, it looked exactly like Gwen. And considering there was no other species of this alien, it just seemed like it was Gwen from the future. But you're right, you called it for the first time in your life ever. You are correct, and I
First time in
applaud
your
you.
life?
I guess a broken clock is correct, twice a day, and so you still got one more opportunity to be correct in your life. So well done, cousin Cheeto, and hello everybody out there in YouTube land. Hello, Boon Claws. Nice to meet you too, my friend.
Ho, 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 ho. Boon Claws here. The episode wasn't really that great. I mean, yeah, we got to learn about the kids a little bit more, but that's basically about it. And they're trying to get to the provider to get his memory back together so he can figure out what the hell is going on. Basically, that's about it, really.
I mean, that
Back
is
to
as
you, Cousin Cheetah.
perfect as
Yeah,
a
yeah.
breakdown of
Oh,
this episode that we need.
yeah.
So, everybody, thank you very much for. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, Daniel, what's up?
Daniel said that 8 letters for this episode. Uh huh.
Even
Each
what?
writer
But
for
yeah,
Oh,
each,
8 writers? Well, I'm pretty
each
sure
writer
every
for each
story
kid.
had a writer in this
Yep.
episode. I mean,
no,
all
we
right,
didn't get
so
the backstory for everyone, but I think the best backstory of all was the Diviner's backstory, if we think about it.
Yeah.
I hated it. It's yet
Yes,
another story of the Federation didn't help us, and when we were left to
Yeah.
our own devices, we killed ourselves. Like,
Yep.
oh god.
I have to admit, that was very bizarre because,
It's not
Mhm.
like,
bizarre. It's
oh, the
happened so many times before, and it's like the
It
here's
has.
the thing is that I'm not gonna call him the diviner anymore. I'm gonna call him the deflector because they like to deflect the responsibility onto everybody else, apparently.
well, Daniel Boyle
Uh,
says, chopping pair number 4 is the piece Janeway is listening to at the start. It's only a page long and this piece chopping wrote and requested for his own funeral. Foreshadowing.
yep.
Well, I just want to jump ahead a little bit if you don't mind.
Oh, by
So,
Go
all
for it.
means.
Go for
By
it.
all means.
because what for me is the most confusing of all is 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 Chakotay. Is he in the future? I wasn't understanding. Can
Yeah, it
someone
sounds like
explain
he
to
was in the
me?
future. They got launched into the
Yeah, it looks
future,
like
and
it.
then they launched the Protostar back into the past.
Yep.
But so it seems like Chakotay is stuck in the future.
So he's in the future, and there's no way of getting to him. So he's fucked, huh? He's like, that's it. They're never gonna get him back, huh?
Well, he didn't screw up. He got caught in that damn wormhole, and that sent him to that place. That's what happened.
I understand, and he obviously met these
Yeah,
people, and he was primitive, and for some reason they wanted to fight each other over this. It's crazy what people fight each other for.
I know.
But yes, but then again, living in this on this planet, It's amazing what people fight each other for here.
Yeah.
So, so yes, 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 my friends, yes.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm glad we got that very cleared. But I did like some of the backstory, like a rok-tahk. She was like a monster girl fighting
And
with this Lancelot guy with a weird arm
I was
and a
actually just going to
lightsaber.
start breaking down the
Monster.
rok-tahk's. I'm so disappointed in rok-tahk's backstory that
Yeah.
I like they built up this character all season to be even though it should be 2 seasons, but all this season, like these past 16 episodes to be so good, and it's just like that backstory is just so dumb, and I'm just like, fine, like whatever, I mean, I did not. I thought it was just a lazy, stupid backstory for rok-tahk. Like it, like it doesn't even line up with the character that we have today. Oh, I don't like fighting because I play fought.
Mm.
What? Like I thought there would be a more serious background where they're like her family was killed and blah blah blah. Like she gave away violence. Like it's like like no, it's just like well, I play fought and now I don't like to fight. So okay.
Yeah, yeah. All of these stories, apart from maybe Jacob, actually, no, Zero's story was very interesting to me because
Oh, it
she's
was.
supposed to be this entity that if you look at it in its natural form, it'll fuck you up. And there she is in her natural form with all these other aliens that look like her, and the fucking K-Zone catches them, and nothing.
Well,
I don't understand.
that's because they're wearing the visor. They're wearing the visor that Spock wore in the original series, so we wouldn't go crazy.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
the
then,
device came from the TOS era as well that they put zero in. Same thing.
now Daniel Wang says Chakotay smiled as he sends the photostar back through the portal, says to me that he set up a paradox with the photostar that he knows would fix everything. This is not his first time rodeo. Actually,
Yep.
this is a good comment, but it also made me think is that what did they do with Chakotay afterwards? Did they not
Uh,
kill him?
Probably. I mean, either that or he's sitting in
No
some
idea.
prison on the planet. Like,
Yep.
well, and apparently it's abandoned. The planet's abandoned because all the diviner people or whatever they're called left and went back in time. So as far as I can tell, there was nobody left. But I don't know. Maybe he's stuck in the future in a prison cell all by himself.
But they got in
Okay.
those. But they got in those dreadnought ships that almost looks like a ship from the Borg. The Borg.
Almost.
The
I'll get
Borg.
yeah. That did look very similar to the
Yeah, it
Borg.
did. The Borg cube had that funky looking spear, and that's what that looked like. I'm like, wow, okay. I haven't seen that for a while.
Well, there's a comment about to come from Daniel Vance right now. 1 second. I'm just waiting for it to pop up. It'll pop up any second now. But I'll read it to you before it pops up. It says it doesn't matter what they did to Chakotay. If we change the future the moment the protestar went back. But that's not necessarily the case because
It's not because they all went back in time
yeah,
after.
Right.
they all went back in time. Here it is. They all
Yeah,
went back in
if the
time.
timeline would have changed at that very moment, then that means that yeah, they wouldn't have been able to go back in time and change anything.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. But what's the name of that species? I forgot.
I don't. It's like not the Sona. That's what I always want to say. I don't
Kazon?
remember.
And that dreadnought robot is not the General Grievous from the early episodes. That
Mm.
was that particular alien lady's own personal
I
dreadnought.
I also said that too. I said that was probably hers, but
God damn it!
twice
It
a
was
day. Hey,
him.
twice a day. I've got two so far today. So I mean,
You're
guess
the
I
You
got
are
one.
my two.
without doubt. You are without doubt the second coming of
You know what?
something.
Poor Zam's probably rolling around in his own shit down in the basement right now because I was
You
right
have no
twice.
idea what I've
He's
done
not
to
here
him.
to try to finagle his way into being
Yep.
right.
You have no idea what I've done to him. Oh, no, I think you give Sam a. He admits when he's wrong. He's not one of these Americans that can't admit when they're wrong. So like a certain somebody we got rid of not too long ago. Who fought that the Kevin Norton universe was different. That person. Yes. Even though there's millions of fucking callbacks, but there, who knows, who cares? But
It was
look,
it was so funny that rok-tahk got sold to the Kazon, then Zero got sold to the Kazon. Man, those damn Kazons are over the place, weren't they?
I
Zero got caught by the case on, and so
Oh, he
did
got
Jake and
caught.
Pog.
Okay, he got caught by the
Yeah,
Kazon, but rok-tahk they paid for him and took him to that
huh?
mining.
Took her.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to have it.
So and Jake and Pog also got captured by the case on because he,
Yeah.
I like he kind of became an engineer by default. Like
Yes.
everything was fucking up, and
Yeah. He
he had
kept
to
getting
fix.
rich and everything.
Because I'm thinking to myself, you're telling me a little bit of space debris damages the fucking ship. What's the point of having a ship if it can't handle a little dock? You
Oh,
yeah,
understand?
again, I thought that was incredibly stupid and convoluted. Um,
Jacob
yeah,
Hawk can fix anything.
yeah, and he's like, please state your name, like rok-tahk. I'm like, okay, we get it. That's why he says Jacob Pog. Like, we get
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking
Over and
that
over
too.
again.
So Boom brought up a good point. Oh, did he now?
Mm-hmm.
It felt like someone knew to capture the crew to
Oh,
focus
thank
off,
you, Daniel. Oh,
and this is all a time set up. Well, I have to admit the time travel shenanigans now are starting to confuse me. But I will say this: with 2 episodes to go, I believe. No, sorry, 4 episodes. Is that correct or two?
Huh?
Is it 20 or 18 episodes?
20.
Okay, but even if with 20
So we got 4
next week,
episodes left.
so I do feel we're in the end game now. Would you say
As
the
long as it's better
beginning?
than Voyager's Endgame.
yeah.
Someone is manipulating events. Ugh, I'll
The
tell you
writer.
this right now. Even though I don't mind this show, I am looking forward to it ending. Like just get it over and fucking done with.
This should
You
have been
know,
season 2. I mean, that this
Yeah.
just feels like incredibly long season. It should have been season 2. And I get it. We want 20 some episodes per season, but it's been over a year since season 1 premiered. Like, if they brought out 20 episodes their first run, that would be fine. But it's like, no, we have literally been, this show's literally been on air since October of last year. So this second half should have been season 2 at this point.
Yeah.
Now, if they ran it 20 weeks straight, then that would have been fine as season 1.
Right.
But too big of a gap in between the first half and the second half of season 2 or season 1
I also think in today's sort of format, a 20 episode serialization
is a
is
bit
just
long.
too much. It's just
Yeah.
too much. Whether it be 25 minutes or not, it's just too fucking much, man. This is one of the reasons why I stopped watching the Arrowverse on CW. Because they had too many goddamn episodes. They need to cut this shit down. Make it 13 or whatever. You always want to leave people wanting more. And now I've had enough. I'm full, my BS. And so I want this show to be over. Even though I do like it, I just want them to get to the end game. I want them to reach the end now. I'm fucking fed up of all of this shit. Are they going to catch up with them? Or is Divana going to be found out and all of this shit? They're dragging it out. They're dragging it out. So yeah,
Xanta, I know what
but
I want for Christmas.
what's that, my
Ending.
friend?
You know what I want for Christmas? I want for them to cancel Prodigy. That's what I want for Christmas.
Oh, shit.
You might get your wish, my friend.
I'm sorry. I'm done with this show. Like, I just it I can't. Like, it's so frustrating
Yep.
watching this show. I can't do it. I just can't.
Look, you
I
just
get it. Discovery season 1 and 2 were frustrating, but at least they improved. And I
Mhm.
get it. This is only season 1. Let's say season 2,
Yeah.
but this is like I can't watch the show anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it.
So they'll
I
raise
didn't
it up.
even wear a Star Trek shirt. I wore a Babylon 5 shirt
I see
because
that.
I just didn't
You wasn't in the mood.
I was yeah.
Yeah, put that way. You wasn't in the mood.
Oh, don't worry about it, my friend.
Yeah.
There's not long to go, and this is only 1 episode a week. There's other stuff to fill in the void. So,
This shall pass.
you're a good little boy, cousin Chito.
So you're
You
gonna give
know,
me what I want?
I'll give you what you want, what you really, really want. And I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want. You want to cancel, you want to cancel, you want to cancel, you want to cancel. You really, really, really want to cancel Prodigy now. And I promise you, my friend, that will happen.
Yeah,
Request denied.
eventually. After season 1, it needs to be canceled.
Request
Okay,
denied.
okay. He's a
Request
funny one,
denied.
this Boony. This
Yep.
Boony, yes, gee, Boony.
I'm
Ah.
sorry. I'm sorry, Santa. I've been drinking Romulan ale today, so that's why I'm a little hyper, probably. That's some good stuff.
Uh, well, I tell you this, Daniel Vance is not happy with this. He says, you are allowed to hate it, but you're not allowed to cancel it. Boo! Is he calling you boo as in, like your partner, or
Wait a minute.
boo
No
as
remaster for
in, like,
DS9?
scare?
Full you better back up. That is like the holy grail, the digital remaster of
Mhm.
DS9. And besides, I don't know if they're
Yes.
ever going to do it, no matter how much support it gets.
Mm.
Okay, so at the end of it, let's just wrap this up, yeah. Because honestly, this episode is not really much to talk about other than what happened at the end, in my opinion. And what happened at the end was probably the most interesting part because Janeway is starting to put the pieces together. Would you say, Admiral Janeway? She's putting the pieces together, and when she sees Gwen and she realizes Gwen is the same race as the Diviner and she knows that these people are escaping. And so she's trying to understand what the hell is going on. And so she wants a security alert on the Diviner. Oh, she doesn't know him as a Diviner yet, but she hears the name the Diviner and thinks, oh, this person sounds interesting. And then she goes to see him. And then there is the Trill lady now looking the same as the Diviner, and there's a General Grievous there as well. And then she knocks her out. And she does mention she does has a record for security to find out everything about that race. Fair enough. But now, there's we've gone past the point of no return. When Janeway recovers, she's gonna know that she got knocked out by these motherfuckers.
Yep.
And yeah, you know. Hello, Mr. System 96. Mr. System 96. He's
What's
from
up, Sister 96?
Ireland. Yes, yes. He's a he's a he's a luck of the Irish, and he should be one of my little helpers, Mr. System 96.
Oh.
He's a good little boy. I like him very much. Oh yes. So
All right, so are we going to rank this episode, or I mean, are we going to forego that cuz
Let's rank it.
we rank everything here at NerdTube. We
I'm
rank,
in,
we wank, we do it all.
I'm going to give it a fat juicy 1.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Wow.
And that's
Well,
only because we saw the Kazon.
no, there's no Paul.
3 times.
Daniel Vance wants a Paul.
Daniel he wants what?
He wants a
Where's
Paul.
my
Oh,
poll?
okay,
Where's
hold
my
on.
poll?
God. Yeah,
Damn.
I'm getting it. All right, you guys go while I
Oh, look, I didn't dislike this episode, but I found it very uneventful, and like I'm saying, I'm starting to feel the fatigue of
So
watching this
shitty
show.
backwards.
And Mr. System says, just wash your hands afterwards. Oh yes, I sanitize every day, every part of me, especially my big bushy beard. Look at it.
Okay.
You don't get it this white. You don't get it this white if you don't use all the natural herbs and remedies. But yes, regarding this episode, I give it I give it a five. A five. Down middle of the road, five.
Only a 5, Xana? Damn.
Only a
It was a
five.
it was an okay it was an okay episode. Like I said, we got to learn more about the kids that took the Proto Star, and we know what the dividers do. And I'm starting to spit and sputter like Zemina there. I'll give it a 5 as well. The big fat 5.
There we
Up to you,
go.
Cheeto.
I said one. I as I said, I mean, like
Yeah.
it's I I don't know. I didn't enjoy the backstories. I thought they were dumb. As I said, I mean, Zero's was maybe interesting, but still, it's like Kazon. First off, how did they get those little visors? It's an Easter egg, but it's an Easter egg that makes no sense because how in the Delta Quadrant did they get Spock's visors? I'm just saying, like it's an Easter egg, but it makes no sense.
Right.
And that's fair enough. Rok-tahk's backstory was very disappointing, very lackluster for me. I thought it was very stupid, and you know, Jacob Pog, like, come on, like we all thought that he would have been like a kid or something brought to the Delta
Yeah.
Quadrant by the caretaker back when the caretaker was pulling people, and it's
Yeah.
like it was a part of a what is it, a cryo long deep spaceship. It's like, you know how long it would take a ship from pre-Federation to get all the way out to the Delta Quadrant?
Long time.
Going at warp 5, 4, 3, like it would take a millennia
Yeah.
to get that far. Like, not, screw 70 years. Like, that's like 700. And I get it. You're in suspended animation, but it's like, I don't know if they'd even send them for that long, like in deep space. I don't know. I just thought it was going to be a caretaker situation where Jacob was young and then he got thrown into the Delta Quadrant. Something happened, and then and then he wound up on that planet, that prison planet. Nope.
Well, look,
Nope.
Daniel once gave it a 6. He said he liked the backstory. And yeah, Jacob Fox was nice. There's more to him than meets the eye. He just sacrificed himself for the good of the ship. But, we also got to find out regarding the time travel that the lady who pretends to be a Trill, she's only been in this timeline for 3 years, while the Diviner has been in this timeline for 20 years, and they were initially both similar ages.
Mhm.
So that's why he's aged so much. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting now. Maybe they might meet more people of their race. Who knows? Maybe they'll go to their planet and
It's possible.
before the Federation does. Who knows? So it will
Yeah,
take the speed of the story
Well, it
to
would.
get there. Yeah,
I
well, I'll
guess. I
tell you
mean,
this.
look,
I want the story over with. I
Warp
got
2.
so much hair in my mouth, man. It's driving me crazy. I got so much
I'm
fucking
natural,
hair in my
man.
mouth.
I'm natural.
Oh god. Okay.
unfortunately, what is it? Santa Boone? What is it? His name's not on. Oh,
Oh,
Boone
sorry.
Claws. Unfortunately,
Boom.
Boone Claws, you got a red shirt on, so you know what that means.
What?
You're going on the away team, brother.
Engineers.
You're on the away
Engineers.
team.
Yep.
Anyway,
Unfortunately.
so I think that's pretty much it. Unless you guys have anything else to add, I think we should really wrap this up.
That's why. That's
No,
why.
no.
That's why there's no
One
stripes.
would assume they visit their own planet. The one that said that the protostar was foretold. Yeah, I'm hoping actually they just fill in all the story now because this time travel shenanigan has got me all twisted and turned and everything. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. All I care about is this bullshit ending. Now,
He is.
before
He is so upset. He's eating his beard.
oh yes, yes. Now, I just want to quickly say that we have a couple of trailer reactions on this channel right now: Cocaine
Oh.
Bear and Indiana Jones 5. But we just found out there's a trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh,
3.
really?
Oh yeah, so
Cool.
I think we personally would rather do a reaction to that than talk about this shit any more than we have to. I don't know what you guys say.
I mean, yeah, I
Is it
agree.
better?
Exactly.
Is it
Sam
better than this one?
Beckett.
Sam Beckett.
Sam Beckett says today, oh boy. Very good,
Oh boy.
very good. So yeah, so okay, I think Tito, let's get this shit over with. Let's do this fucking Guardians Galaxy free trailer reaction and put it on the channel because I think the people here would rather watch that than not fucking moan about this goddamn fucking television show called Prodigy.
All right. Well, then everybody keep an eye out for that when we post it here very soon. We're going to go and we're going to react to that now, and then we'll be posting it. So, with that all being said, everybody, thank you very much for joining us. Xanta Claus and Boone Claus, thank you very much for being here this week.
Oh, my
And-
friend, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Working here on YouTube, it gets me all excited.
and I will hopefully be dead by the time Prodigy comes out next week. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Catch you later.